Good morning, entrepreneurs. Good morning. What you guys are starting to work on, we're starting a new unit on business plans. Since the business plan takes a long time to develop, we're going to use the entire semester to develop it for you guys. The main definition for a business plan is right up there, a written document describing the nature of the business, the sales and marketing strategy, the financial background, and the continued projected profit and loss statement. The best way to think about it, though, that's quite high caliber there, is just a roadmap. It's a roadmap to your business that you will be developing later on, and it's what you will show to the bank. You'll show the statements. It contains everything that you need to be able to take out a loan to be able to start that business plan. Components of the business plan, going down on the entrepreneurship.com here, entrepreneur.com, you start off with the title page and content. Basically, it just describes what your business is about. Continue with the executive summary. It's a summary of your entire business plan, put it in about 2 or 3 paragraphs long, and you'll explain on why it is important for why it's a good prop for the bank to be able to give you guys a loan. Going more into detail, the description of the business, what you are doing, how you know it's going to make money and not lose money, and you have to also add later on how much you guys are planning on developing money later on into the future, because we all know when you guys develop a business, it's not going to make money right away. It'll be something that you progress through. Description of the product or service, again, what you are selling, what's being handed out, what's going to be making the money, where are you getting it from, anything like that. Market analysis, that's very important. You have to know what kind of market you're getting into. Going into that, you have to make sure you know who your rivals are, who you're competing against. That way the bank will know exactly what you're getting into, and so they know what the money is going into, to make sure you guys are actually going into a place where it's actually going to profit. Competitive analysis describes the same thing. Sorry, back to market analysis. You also have to bring out statements from the competition, and that's very important. So you have to know how that competition is making money, and it'll also show that you know you've done your research, you've done your background checks on everything, and you're well prepared to develop that business. Competitive analysis, like I said, is the same thing. Working on your competition, operations of management. How are you going to manage it? Who's involved? Are you going to have so many employees helping you out? Any of that sort. Who's ranked in which position? If you have, for example, if you have certain people that are doing your accounting for you, you have to add that in as well. Just to show that you guys are very prepared. Financial components, again, we're talking about money. How are you going to make money? This involves a lot of the balance sheets, income statements, any of that. You want to develop your own. You have to develop your own prior to handing in your business plan. And by that we mean you have to almost think about in the future how much money you're going to lose when you first start out, and what are your payments going to be towards the bank when you get out that loan, how big your loan is going to be. And of course, again, back to the competitive analysis, you have to get the research from your opponents as well. And supporting documents. This involves resumes, your resume, again, back to the income and balance statements. Other supporting documents we have would be statement of cash flows. That's very important, knowing what's going into the company and what's going out. And I lost my train of thought, but somebody is I don't know what that's called. Sorry.
So we're going to cover more of these statements later on. Introduction for now.
Yep. So, you want to explain what you're doing?
Yeah, so now if you guys could all get into groups of 4 again. We're going to, I think the best way to start a business is to see where other businesses succeeded and how those entrepreneurs made their way. So we're each going to assign you an entrepreneur, and you just have to do a little research, a little quick summary, and the main goal is to find a couple points that really surprised you, or maybe some advice from the entrepreneur themselves on what they did right and what they would like. Oh my God. So go ahead and get in your groups and we'll sign it.
I'll be in your guys' group. I'm videotaping, goodbye.
Yes, sir.
No, I'm gonna come around.
I picked Zach Zuckerberg, or whatever the guy says it was.
I can go join that group over there.
You guys will have Mark Zuckerberg. You guys are a group of 5. You guys are you guys get to work together. How far you guys
I'm at 160.
You guys will get Richard Branson. Richard Branson is your entrepreneur. Richard Branson?
Is the owner of Branson, Missouri?
No, look him up. You guys get Howard Schultz.
Howard Schultz.
Yeah, Howard Schultz.
You say Howard Stark. Oh yeah, that one dude.
Remember, class, raise your hands if you have any questions.
So this was it. This is what he found drugs. I don't know, but I'm right.
It's a British multinational brand.
Oh, you guys are looking through as well.
Okay, so
Baking, beverages, travel, video games, consumer electronics,
This is what I said.
financial
He's the
services.
seventh richest man in the United Kingdom.
Yes, he is.
Seventh richest.
Virgin Nobles.
Yes. Yes. Also, our airline. Virgin Airline. I don't know if you guys ever heard of it.
They founded the Virgin Group.
Oh yeah, he's
It
got.
says it's over 400 companies.
Yeah, they're worth $4 billion.
Well, we were just on
400 companies.
I said $4 billion.
Oh yeah.
Oh my goodness. Virgin Books. Look at this.
I know.
It's all the Virgin stuff.
Yeah, it's all Virgin. That's just the beginning. He's in Europe for everywhere.
I love her. But then
This
you
guy's huge.
Spent $25 on this used pinball machine that replaced a broken bar machine. Months later, several machines.
Yeah, he's going down. He might be the right.
But at one point,
But
he was doing a good
oh,
job.
he was. Oh yeah, it was huge.
Yeah, so
When he
try-
first came out.
Go ahead and
I
compare
happen to
those
know
3 sections of it,
a
those
little.
3 segments. In the beginning, when they were in their top, and how they're doing now.
He's losing a lot of money.
They had the books. Yes, 3 children, 1 daughter.
All right, class, in about 2 minutes, I would like if you guys could kind of start organizing your thoughts and think of the 2 statements you really want to use. And then, yeah, so you got about 2 minutes to think about that.
We should say that and then be like, and now he's worth $73.2 billion.
Yeah.
Hi.
Alright, here's the.
We all just do the same. He's not making as much money.
Right.
You're right. He is a private company, but his profits are going so low that his company's dying. Like
It's not good.
His airline. I think. If I remember correctly, I might be wrong on this, but I think it's like close to being
Which airline was it?
Virgin Airlines. No.
All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and begin our presentations. So let's give our we'll start with this first group. Who do you guys have? Donald Trump. He tells two interesting facts or stories about Donald Trump.
Dad's company, he almost took it bankrupt. And he has a Razzie Award for the cameo, or for worst supporting actor as a cameo appearance of himself. Couldn't pretend to be himself.
Thank you for sharing. Let's give these guys a little hand.
We had Martha Stewart, and her two things were she was discovered catering at a party, and they're like, hey, you should write cookbooks, and that's how it kind of blew up, and she's also a criminal.
Very good.
Pay your taxes!
Okay, so we had Warren Buffett, and we thought it was interesting that when he was 13, he was running his own business as a paper boy, and the year, that 1 year, what year was that? Anyway, 1 year he filed his first tax return with that business claiming his bike as a $35 tax deduction, which that was kind of funny. And now he's worth $73 billion, but he still lives in the same house that he bought before he got rich.
We had George Foreman. One thing was that he used his fame as a professional boxer, the 8th best heavyweight in the whole world, to sell his products. He had a cool story and stuff he would say. The one about his kids.
Oh, yeah. He had 12 kids, 5 boys, and he named the 5 boys all George. So he had George Jr., George III, 4th, 5th, and 6th. But they all had nicknames, besides the first one. And he also named the daughter Georgetta, so.
So, the first thing that we found interesting is that, like Steve Jobs, Mark Zuckerberg wears the same thing every day. It's a pair of faded blue jeans, gray t-shirt, sometimes an occasional black hoodie. And then we also found out that he's basically self-made. This short little paragraph here on Forbes tells us that his company is worth, what was it, 15 billion? 33 billion for Facebook. He is. And then they also gave, yeah. Ramson him for 50 million. No. He's, what was it? What did we say?
He went to China, and he visited China, which Facebook is banned there, and he kind of like wowed all the people that were like admiring him because he spoke fluent Chinese.
Because his wife is from China.
The funny thing that you guys brought up about the blue shirt is already creating an image of himself as
Yeah.
well. So like creating your own logo for your business. Good job.
We'll go back here in the corner. Who you guys got for us?
We had Howard Schultz.
Howard Schultz.
He's the owner and founder of Starbucks conglomerate. He started Starbucks in 1971 as a standalone place that just sold whole coffee beans not the drink that you guys go gaga over now. And what else? He's worth billions, several billions. Yes.
Thank you, group.
We have Richard Branson. He's worth $4 billion. He's the owner of the Virgin Group. All his companies have the Virgin name in it. So, you know, he also just started something called Virgin Galactic. You know what I was saying? It was like, it's what? Oh, okay, I lied. It was a while back, 2004. So he was trying to, it was with the space shuttles, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That's all I got, really.
All right.
Now, before we close, you might not realize this, but you have an entrepreneur in the room. A man over here, funny that we gave him Richard Branson, because he's shuttling airplanes in this game. And tell him where he's ranked in the nation in this game by selling airplanes.
Not real airplanes, it's a game. I ranked 12, all right?
He's number 12 in the nation. He sells airplanes. He markets his customers.
It's on a game, though. It's not like, it's not real life.
Good job, Josh.
Thank you.
That's it. Just like Josh's